Hey everybody, Jay Carter here again, and I just wanted to run you through another character that I thought would be fun. I'm doing who I call the light exemplars, who are sort of like clerics in my world, but I found this mini that I thought was really cool. It's sort of an angelic style person who I've painted up to have silver skin and golden clothes. And the mini itself comes with these really neat transparent wings that sort of catch the light, which I thought was really neat. So I wanted to run through how I was going to create a set of stats for this particular mini. And first, I thought, well, okay, what kinds of characters have wings? And I came across a particular archetype of sorcerer out of Xanathar's guide. And this sorcerer is called the Divine Soul. Now, the interesting thing about the Divine Soul is that you can actually have a good aligned, neutral aligned, or evil aligned Divine Soul. You can even have a sort of chaotic or a lawful, and that will affect some of the earlier stuff. But depending on your choices you make early on in the class, you can end up with either eagle wings or bat wings. And I think the note from Xanathar is especially poignant. He's like, why do all of the evil things have to have bat wings? What about like an evil thing with bird wings or a good thing with bat wings? And I was like, well, I actually have that in my campaign setting. There is a race called the Seraphim who are bat folk. They are humans with bat wings, and but that wouldn't work for this mini. They are good aligned with bat wings, but this mini has bird wings, and so the question is, what would that character be like? So I've gone ahead and chosen sorcerer, and I've done level 20 just for the sake of argument, just to kind of show you guys what it looks like. I've chosen acolyte as the background. I think that sort of fits with the concept. We've gone female, and we're going to go protector Azamar because I think that's a good concept for an angelic protector of some variety. And I'm going to go neutral good because good gives the angelic wings, and neutral is just, I think, fine because why not? So everything already loads here like always, and I've gone ahead and chosen Divine Soul and then worships. And I feel like it doesn't quite matter exactly who I choose here because conceptually in my game, they're going to end up worshiping the light. So as you can see, it's populated all of the strength, dex, con, etc. And here we even have it matching up the weapon. So the quarterstaff comes out. And as you can see, my little mini here has a quarterstaff, or at least a staff in their hands. And I feel like a quarterstaff is a good representation of that, right? Bludgeoning damage. And then, of course, no weapon, or that I say no shield or armor. We also have personality, high society, aspiration, preserver, trusting, and instructor. So this person's role is an instructor. Here's an interesting thing, though. This just loaded from the Feats, Brawler's Fists. This is an unarmed strike that they're capable of making. Even if they were to be disarmed, let's say, of their staff, they could still brawl with the best of them. So this comes from the feats that load down here in this section at the bottom. So they have Actor, Tavern Brawler, Inspiring Leader, which makes sense as an angel. Mobile, they can dash to ignore difficult terrain, attack a foe, ignoring opportunity attacks from that foe until the end of the next turn. I feel like that's a really good sort of like angels tend to be, sort of faster and more mobile, especially because of their wings. So that makes sense. Crossbow Expert, that's intriguing. She does have a light crossbow, so sure, sort of the unexpected bolt out of the blue, as it were. That's kind of cool. The thing I wanted to show you today was this thing where it loads all the gear. So you've got your component pouch, the dagger, explorer's pack, quarterstaff, light crossbow, and then we have an amulet that corresponds to the god. That's loaded from the deity. A prayer wheel, that's the arcane focus, or that is, say, the divine focus. 3 sticks of incense, acolytes, vestments, common clothes, riding horse, and so on. The riding horse is actually part of an arrangement that I kind of came up with if they have enough gold, why would they not have something to ride on top of? Magic items, Scroll of Creation, Scroll of Cloud of Daggers, Robe of Useful Items, Scroll of Meteor Swarm, Potion of Spirit Healing, Scroll of Silent Image. All of that populates from the level. So that's just sort of a brief overview of a little bit more of our characters. We'll see you next time.